Now discuss Indian map pointing. So Pir Panjal, mainly it is here Pir Panjal range. Here you can see Pir Panjal range. It is. So it is Pir Panjal, and Ranikhet. Here is Ranikhet, and here is Sambor Lake, and here is Chambal River. Okay, and Malwa Plateau. Here the Malwa Plateau. Okay, and Chambal River here, and here is Chilka Lake, mainly this area. Sorry, this area, and Maikal Range here, and Pengonga here, Pengonga, Godavari side. So here Pengonga, and Tungabhadra, Krishna, one of the important tributaries, Tungabhadra. Here is Tungabhadra river, and Penganga river. Here is Penganga river. So it is important. And Cardamom Hill, it is important. Cardamom Diu here, you can know Daman Diu. Ran of Kutch here, Ran of Kutch. So now it's in their description. So Michael range here, you can see Chilka, Penganga upper side, and Tungabhadra lower side. It is mainly Krishna's tributary, it is Godavari tributary, and Cardamom Hills here in the southern side of Tamil Nadu, and Diu here, Gujarat, southern Gujarat, and southern portion of Ran of Kutch here, Ran of Kutch. Okay, and here is Sambor Lake, Rajasthan side, and Ranikhet, here is Ranikhet, and Pir Panjal range here you can see. Now you describe them. Okay, so mainly first it's in so here just wait. Okay, okay, Pir Panjal range, part of the western Punjab Himalayas, is lying in the northwestern India, northern part of the India, and extending southwards as Dhaladhar range and Banithal Pass, and is the strategically important. Okay, it is a strategically important area. Okay, and next is in here Malwa. Okay, Malwa and Chambal here. So here what range? I don't understand. Mountain range in Madhya Pradesh, central India, running in a north-south, forming eastern base in the triangular Satpura range. The Michael range consists. Okay, and flat troughed area you can see, and there is some of the what hillside, Cardamom Hill, I think, yes, a mountainous of southern Kerala, not Tamil Nadu. It is, I also tell you wrong. Cardamom Hills. Okay, this is southwestern of Kerala, southern India, forming part of the Western Ghat, and Cardamom Hills region produce tea, coffee, and teak and bamboo. What plateau? I don't here is seen. Okay, plateau mainly Malwa Plateau, I think. Yes, Malwa Plateau. So Malwa Plateau here, plateau in the north central India, bordered by Gujarat on the west, and Madhya province, Vindhya range, and on the south, and Madhya Bharat plateau, and Bundelkhand upland on the north, and the Vindhya range in the east. It is the basaltic upland developed during the Cenozoic era. Okay. Okay. Next is Ular Lake. It is the largest salt lake, the largest lake in India, situated in the eastern central Rajasthan state, west of the west. So mainly western side of the mainly Madhya Pradesh, western side of the Madhya Pradesh, about 230 square kilometer in area. It represents the depression of the Aravalli Range. It represents the depression of the Aravalli Range. It is so this time you can see in here ancient here belongs. Okay, and here is Chilka Lake. Now it is on the lagoon in eastern Odisha state, on the one of the largest lagoon, eastern India, and largest lake, one of the India's largest lake. Okay, and it's separated from Bay of Bengal. Okay, and one of the India's largest lake, and Chilka was the once a bay of the ocean until silted up by a storm. Here you can see tides, and here now we study Chambal River. Chambal River mainly in northern India. Here Chambal is the Chambal is the chief tributary of the Jamuna and rises. Chambal mainly a tributary of Jamuna, rises and through south of Mhow and western Madhya Pradesh state. From its source, it flows north in the western Rajasthan state. The Banas, Kali, Sindh, and Sipra and Parvati are chief tributaries. Banas, Kali, Sindh, Sipra, Parvati, all are its tributary. Next is Penganga River. So Penganga River, it is our river of India, which is the second largest river in India. It flows southern India and considered to be one of the seven sacred rivers. The river basin is known as for its black alluvial soil. Tungabhadra River. Tungabhadra is the river of southern India. It is the chief tributary of the Krishna River. Okay, and it formed Tungabhadra River. Here you can see Krishna's tributary. It is okay, and tributary of the Krishna River. It is from by the confluence of the two rivers, Tunga and Bhadra, and which rise in the western slope, in the western Ghats. Okay, in the state of Karnataka, the Tungabhadra flows in east across the Deccan Plateau, joining the Krishna in Andhra Pradesh state, from where the Krishna continues east and several into the Bay of Bengal, empty into the coast Bay of Bengal. So next, Ranikhet, the hill station of the Uttaranchal. Here is Ranikhet. Literally, yes, Uttaranchal means Uttarakhand. Literally is Queensfield, and Gulf of Kutch. Run of Kutch mainly saline mud flats of the western central India. The great run covers an area about 7,000 square miles, 18,000 square kilometer, and lies almost entirely within Gujarat in state. Next is Diu mainly Union Territory of the western India. It is situated in the island of the Gulf of Cambay of the Arabian Sea, of the southern tip of the Kathiawar Peninsula in southeastern state and Meghalaya. So see Cambay, it is mainly situated in on an island in the Gulf of Cambay on the Arabian Sea of the southern tip of the Kathiawar Peninsula in southeastern state and Meghalaya. Sorry, not it is Meghalaya. I think no, it is wrong. Sorry, Meghalaya mainly others. It is all others. No, it is not Meghalaya. Sorry, it is here wrong. Some of the information. So discuss all the things, and we cover all the things here. Okay, so here is Cardamom Hills, Western Kerala, Eastern Kerala, and Tungabhadra region. Tungabhadra here is Krishna tributary, Penganga, Godavari tributary, and Michael Range here is Michael Range. Okay, and Chilka Lake here is, and Malwa Plateau here is Malwa Plateau, central India, and mainly Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh border side, and Chambal here is Chambal River, Madhya Pradesh side, and Sambar here is in the western Rajasthan side, and Ran of Kutch here is Gujarat, and Diu here is Khambat, Gulf of Khambat side, and Ranikhet here is Uttaranchal or Uttarakhand region, and Pir Panjal here is Pir Panjal, northern part here is Pir Panjal. Okay, so we discuss on Michael range. Here is Michael range. Michael range is important. So here you can see all the things. So thank you.